So Dustin, can you tell us a little bit what's been going on with the dishwasher since last we saw him?
Well, the dishwasher's doing okay, but his sister Yuki, not doing so well. She's actually dealing with a little mental illness upstairs, and she's actually been blamed for the destruction of the Earth. So the game takes place where you're kind of playing as Yuki this time around, and you're trying to break out of prison because you've been, blamed for the destruction of Earth. So you're in prison, and you just want to break out and get revenge on anyone and everyone who put you in there. So
Heavy stuff.
yeah, it's very, very deep and heavy stuff. Yeah, definitely.
So how are you trying to mix up the gameplay this time around? What does that change that you're playing you?
Well, the dishwasher has this very, I kind of, not say iconic, but a very feel to it, and that's totally remained the same. The combos, the insane kind of things you can do to execute enemies and stuff, it's all there. It's just been refined with an all-new engine. It just kind of encourages aerial combat more. But one of the big things that's exciting is there's all new weapons, right? You have almost a dozen weapons, including a giant syringe that you can stab people with and suck out their innards. There's a giant hammer that you can use that's wrapped in barbed wire and stuff. So all new weapons, kind of all the kind of gameplay that you like from the dishwasher, refined and kind of bundled together in an awesome sequel. So
I guess that's the best thing about doing a sequel. You can sort of refine all the things that you did in the first game and sort of go back and review things.
Yeah, and definitely James, the developer of the game, he listened to what people have said, right? Something as simple as the difficulty curve was a little harder in the first one, so this time it's been ratcheted down a little bit for the normal mode. That said, for those who want to punish themselves, there's still those punishing modes. And this time around, too, there's a pretty princess difficulty. And it's true to its name, it replaces all blood and gore with hearts and rainbows in pink. So if you're not good at the game, there's a pretty princess difficulty. But even in the combat, you see, in the first one, you kind of weren't encouraged to do execution moves because sometimes enemies would be on top of you and kill you right after. In Vampire Smile, something as little as pushing enemies away while you do these awesome kind of moves and stuff. So a lot of refinements, you know what I mean, just to give it a good, better polished feel.
And that's sort of the result of the feedback you've gotten from gamers.
Yeah, definitely. Feedback was a big thing. Also, James himself saw a lot of things that he would like improved because that was his first Xbox Live Arcade release. So he got better with coding and a new engine and kind of feedback from a lot of people. So, yeah.
I noticed there are a couple of glasses down there as well. Can you tell us a little bit about the decision to go with 3D?
The 3D mode actually came by accident a little bit. In the game, there's collectibles that you find. They're called ghost beads, and they do silly things like make your head big or help protect against bullets or something. We actually early on implemented one that enables those old school red and blue glasses 3D. So we had that going, and we're like, well, we have those fancy TVs nowadays. Why don't we just do a real 3D mode? So we bought a 3D TV, putzed around, and it's like, this is pretty cool, actually, So we have full 3D support for the game, so you can put that expensive TV to good use now. So
it's 2D in 3D.
Yeah, it's like layers of 2D to make it 3D, but the blood sticks on the screen right at you, so that's always cool.
I think blood is one of those things that always come across better in 3D.
Yes, I think blood and maybe, I don't know, cake, because cake's always good, right?